Hey guys, and welcome to our Pilates full body workout. So to start off with, we're going to be laying on the floor today. So get comfortable, and then from here we're going to start lifting into our single leg lifts. So alternating with these ones, going up into our tabletop position. So as we lift, we want to think about engaging through our lower core. So where our hip bones are, so the bony bits, you want to think about bringing them to the center of your body. So we should feel that contraction down in our lower core area. From here, just gently lifting one leg at a time, nice and slow, and slowly putting that foot back down. So we don't want any thumping back down onto the ground. Now from here, we're going to be going up. So up, up, down, down. So a little bit more of our core engagement needed. So from the bottom, we're going to go lift, lift, lower, lower, lift, lift, lower, lower. The same thing, thinking about engaging that core every time we lift our leg up, making sure that we're not holding our breath while we do this one. So nice and gentle through our breathing, try not to breath hold at all, and just nice and gentle, lifting both legs up, then lowering down. Alright, for our next one, we're going to lift our legs up into tabletop, so we're keeping them there now, and from there we're going to chest lift. So hands behind our head, fully supporting our neck. From there we're going to lift up to the ceiling and lowering down. So trying to look up to more the top of the ceiling and the wall where they meet, rather than looking directly at your thighs. So we're just trying to avoid using our neck to do all the hard work. So you want to feel your upper abs doing most of the work there. So resting there. A few deep breaths. Alright, we're going to go back up. And now we're staying up in our chest lifted position and extending one leg out at a time. So the lower that you put that leg, the harder it's going to be. So you can guide your difficulty on this one. If you need to, you can lay down. You don't have to chest lift for this one. If you're finding it's a little bit too difficult, or you're feeling it more through the neck. We're onto our other side now. So nice and gentle, really squeezing through that leg to extend out. Nice gentle breaths there, and resting. Nice work, guys. Alright, so we're going to make it a little bit harder now. Chest lifting up, legs into tabletop, and double leg extension now. So same again, you can guide your difficulty on this one, so you can extend lower down to the floor, and that's going to be much harder than if you have your legs just pointing up to the ceiling. And once again, you can keep your chest down, so no chest lift will make it a little bit easier. And resting there. Awesome work, guys. And a gentle rock side to side. Just taking nice gentle breaths in. And we're going to sit up now. So knees are still bent, hands go behind our thighs, and we're going to do our roll backs. So with this one, we're really working through that spinal mobility. So really slowly going down and then rolling back up. So we start tucking the tailbone, working our way down the spine, and then you only go down to as low as you can keep your lower core engaged. So once you feel that relaxing through the belly, we've gone a little bit too far down. And as we roll down, we want to stay curled and curl back up to sit up tall. So the only point that you're going to feel you're going to be in an upright position is at the top. So we don't want to open that chest as we're down the bottom. Alright, so now we're going to make it a little bit harder. We're going to take our hands away. And we're going to pulse. So we're going to do 10 pulses with our hands. Roll back up. And rolling down. Counting. 10 reps of those. So as we're doing our arm pulses, just breathing through that, rolling back up. So roll down, find that position so it might not be as low as before. Pulsing nice strong arms. And using those upper abs to come back up to the top. And then rolling back down. So gentle squeeze on our shoulder blades, so keeping nice and strong each time. So you can choose your difficulty, you can roll down further, but only do so if you can keep that core engaged the whole time. So nearly there, keep working through these. Nice and slow, pulsing strong hands. I like to squeeze my knees together for this one. I find it helps keep me engaged a little bit more. So slowly roll back, really working on that spinal mobility still. Alright, so now we're going to get up. So standing up, we're going to do some spinal curls all the way down and then rolling back up. So you just go down to where your mobility allows you to. So we tuck our chin and then work our way down. And on the way up, I like to think I'm putting my spine back together, standing up tall. So I tuck my chin, separate my shoulder blades, curl all the way down to where I feel comfortable, and rolling back up. And again, so really trying to accentuate that curling of the spine. And then slowly work your way up. So making sure we're still engaged through our core, especially when we're rolling up, just to protect our back. From there, we're now going to walk out into our plank position and slowly walk back up. Curling all the way up. So now we're just adding that walk out to plank position. So you just go out to wherever you feel comfortable. If you need to, you can go onto your knees if that's a little bit too much pressure through your shoulders and your core. Then rolling back up each time, standing up tall. And just nice gentle breathing while we go through this. Nice and slow, nice and strong through the shoulders when we're in that plank position. Pushing through our hands to come back to roll up nice and tall. And we're going to go again, so walking out, hands go out as far as you feel comfortable. Now we're going to be doing one more, so pushing back, rolling up, really working on that spinal mobility. So engaging our core in that plank position, pushing through the shoulders, through the hands as we come back in. So slowly coming down each time, don't rush it. Now from here, we're going to go push-ups. So you can either do on your toes or I'm going to show you on your knees. Hands slightly turned out, so our elbows should be going out on a 45-degree angle. Squeezing our bum, engaging through our core, nice and strong. From here, now we're going to be doing some scap push-ups. So this is where we separate our shoulder blades and squeeze them together, but we're keeping our body completely still as possible. Now, if this is too hard on your toes, you're going to still stay on your knees and complete these. Alright, so now we're going to go down onto our belly. We're going to do a little bit of a chest stretch through our thoracic. So opening up into that Cobra position. So hands out wide is a little less pressure through the shoulders and the spine. So if you want a little bit more difficulty, you can move your hands in a little bit closer. So pressing up. I like to squeeze my bum here. So nice and tall, and then slowly rolling down. Alright, so we're going to do one more of those. So pressing up, you can move your hands in even more if you like. Lifting up tall, opening through your chest. And then slowly coming down. Alright, we're going to have our hands on our head, underneath our head now, and we're leg lifting. So we're going to keep a nice straight leg, squeeze our bum, and lift. So as I lift, I like to think about I'm trying to lengthen my leg to the wall behind me and trying to create the longest leg I can. I squeeze my bum first, and then I lift. So we're trying to avoid just using all our lower back muscles. We're holding now. So breathing, really trying to squeeze it, keep it there. Keep it there, nearly done. And relaxing. And other side. So just up and down to start off with. So squeezing and relax. Squeeze and relax. So keep going. So think about that lengthening of the leg, nice and long. Squeezing our bum first, then lifting. So working on that contraction. Alright, we're nearly there. Then we're going to go into our lifting. So holding, making sure that we're breathing here, keeping strong through our core still, nearly there, and relax. Awesome work. We're now going to bend our knee, and we're going to do the same lifts but with a bent leg. So lift and lower, really squeezing. You'll feel a little bit more through the hamstring as well. Same thing as before, focusing on the breathing, engaging through our core, so not letting our lower back do all the hard work. And now we're squeezing. Keep going. Trying to hold it up as high as you can and relax. Awesome work. Other side now. So lift and lower. So working through that nice and slow. You want to squeeze and lift. So now think about the bottom of your foot's going up to the ceiling. So we're nearly ready to hold. That's it. Keep holding, really squeeze. Focus on that breathing, engaging through our core. Slowly lower down. Awesome work. Alright, so from here we're just going to go onto our hands and knees. We're just going to work through some cat-cow. So arching all the way up to the ceiling and then lowering down. As we go up, we're really curling through our whole spine, trying to round it as much as possible, tuck the tailbone under. And then as we come down, really relax your belly and open up through your chest. And just working through the range that feels comfortable for you. So nice and slow. And nice gentle breathing while we're here as well. So try not to force it out. Finding a range that's comfortable for you. Alright, so now we're going to be doing a fun glute series. So side lying. So we're in our clam position if you've done Pilates before. So bend our knees, feet are glued together. our hips need to be stacked on top of each other, so don't let them roll back. As we open, we're squeezing our bum and closing. Alright, so keep breathing. Alright, next one we're going to be doing I call it a leg lift, so a bent leg lift. So a good way to remember this one is like when a dog lifts its leg up to go to the toilet, we want the whole leg moving, so we don't want to straighten it for this one. So keep it bent, lift it up. Still engaging our core while we're laying on our side. Breathing. You can have that top hand wherever feels most comfortable. You can rest it in front of you or on your hip like me. Alright, now we're going to be doing bicycles. So you're going to bend your knee up, leg out, pull down. So pretend like you're riding a bike. You want that top leg away from the bottom leg, so you don't want to be resting that down. So nice and gentle. You want it slow and big controlled movements. Really pulling down. Now we're going to be doing reverse bicycle, so back pedaling. Same thing, keep that bottom leg away from the top leg, so no resting there. Push down and let the leg sweep back up towards you. We're still engaging through our lower core, breathing while we're here. Alright, so now we're going to have our top leg straight and we're going to go up and down. So up to the ceiling and down. So work within a range that suits you. So we don't want this to be painful at all. It's going to burn, but we don't want it to be a sharp pain or anything like that. Alright, so for our next one, we're going to have our knees down, feet up. And this one, I call it a reverse clam. So same as our first movement, but we're just going to keep the feet up. So still squeezing through our bum, keeping our hips stacked on top of each other. Working through it. It's getting tough now. We're nearly there, so keep pushing through. Alright, good job. The first side is done. We're going to do a glute stretch now. So cross one ankle to the opposite knee, the one that you've been working, and you can pull the other leg towards you. But if that's enough of a stretch on the floor, you don't have to lift that leg up. That's totally fine. And we're going to be doing some gentle breathing there. Just let that muscle relax after that hard work. So a few more deep breaths there. Just nice and slow. Alright, so now we're going to change to our other side. So we're halfway through our glute series. So laying on our side again, set up, feet together, knees bent. So opening for our regular clams first. Keeping those hips stacked on top of each other. So engaging through our core. Squeeze our bum as we lift our knee up. That's it. Alright, so our leg lifts, so bent knee leg lifts. So keep everything in the same position and then think about just opening up through the hip joint. Think about the dog lifting its leg. Still gentle breathing while we're here. Gonna start to get that burning feeling. We're gonna do our bicycle now. So pulling down just in line with the body, and then knee comes back up towards you. Then push the foot out and pull down. So riding that bike, keeping the legs separated from each other. Alright, so now we're going to back pedal from there. So push that foot down and then let it sweep back up towards you. And then keeping those legs away from each other, try not to rest them on top of each other. Gentle breathing. Feel that burn. Alright, so top leg is straight, pulsing up and down. So think up to the ceiling and then back down. So work within your range, whatever feels comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be all the way up. Just keeping that leg nice and straight. So now we're going to do our reverse clam. So these are our last ones of the series. Feet up, knees down, opening like our normal clam. So keep breathing. Engaging our core, squeeze your glutes. Last few and done. Awesome work, guys. Alright, so we're going to do the glute stretch for our other side. Laying down. So holding the leg up if you like, otherwise you can just keep it on the floor if that's enough of a stretch. And then just some nice gentle breathing as we let those muscles relax after all that hard work. Alright, so just a couple more. Really gentle inhale, fill your belly up, and then gentle exhale. Try not to force it out, just let it come out gently. And that is our full body workout for today, guys. Awesome work.